one. Yo, yo, what's up? What's up? You rocking with the GOAT of the game, HipHopGamer Hot 97. Look who we got. We got a legend in the building, and we got to make sure we represent him right. So put your hands together from Hartford, Connecticut, the one and only Eric Lasalle. Bump, 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 bump. And we on call right now. First of all, how do you feel, and what does it mean to you to have the studio Prime on call reach out to you to be a part of something so amazing? Talk to me, bro.
Oh, no, it's a good question. And they told me you were shy, so I'm glad I'm bringing it up. They were like, he's really quiet and shy, so bear with him. So I'm glad. I'm glad. No, all love, man. Great energy. Yeah, I've been working with the Dick Wolf Camp for years. As when I first movie I did was for HBO called Rebound, but when I started doing episodic television, SVU was one of the very first shows that I did. I've been directing for 25 years. So I have a great relationship. They, made me executive producer and director on Chicago PD. So I ran that for several years. So this is my family, and they treat me like such. They major respect. So when this came up, they were like, there's a sister by the name of Perlina Ibakwe that runs all of Universal, and she said, look, we want you to help usher Dick Wolf into the streaming world ultimately. So when she gave me a deal there, so that was kind of a goal. And so then Dick's son came, but we thought, not a lot of people know this, we thought the first thing on streaming for us would actually be a remake of a very popular show that I know um, that deals in your world. So that
Yeah.
was supposed to be the
Okay.
first, that was supposed to be that's the one we thought we were going to do.
Oh my
And that's
gosh.
that's that's New York Undercover. So
Oh my gosh.
we were planning that one to be their debut into streaming. But we kept getting hung up on that. And then Dick's son, Elliot, this was his brainchild on call. And so by the time they got it, finished, they were like, we think you'd be great for this. And we just keep it really informal. Didn't come through agent. They literally just called up and said, hey, we got something. We think you'll like it. You want to take a read? Dude, like, 6 minutes, I was like, I'm in all over this.
Wow.
And then they were like, we want you to direct the pilot to really set the tone and establish the world and executive produce it. And then I got around, I said, well, I want to act in it. So then I was able to do the trifecta. But yeah, no, this was like the minute two pages in, you're like, whoa, this is this is hot. So that's how I came to
That's
it.
incredible, bro. And I'm not surprised, man. Your greatness, we're going to talk more about it right now. So, my question for you, and I'm not sure if you ever been asked this question, bro, but me being a professional gamer, I want to ask you, with your skill set and all these years of acting, producing, and just your relationships, have you thought about bringing, whether it's on call or whether it's New York undercover, whatever it is, have you thought about bringing something to the gaming industry and getting your skill set developed in the gaming industry with what your skill set is now? Imagine being able to play on call on PlayStation and Xbox, or imagine being able to play New York undercover, bro. That will be insane. Talk to me about Eric jumping into the gaming industry.
Well,
Break it down.
that's above, that's ownership. They have their projects that I don't control on call that way, but I mean, that's a cool concept. Right now, here's the thing, man. You want to just explore any and every opportunity you have to tell stories. And they're telling some great stories in the gaming world. I mean, the gaming world, you're like, the gaming world didn't start out like that. You know what I mean? It was
Right.
just they, and now all of a sudden you start going, those things are as engaging, and in some instances more engaging than traditional television and traditional shows. So any opportunity to mix it up and go, wow, this fits great with that. Absolutely. I want to start getting into voice work on that. I'm in. I mean, I think it's a huge wave of the future as well. I think it's already gotten way farther and surpassed so many people's expectations of what the gaming world will become. I think it's far surpassed that, but I think it still has a much further way to go, and there's going to be some amazing things. So to get in on that in some capacity, absolutely, absolutely.
Wow, bro, we need you in there, bro. And whoever represents you, I'm gonna find a way to get a hold of them, like for real, because we gotta get something going. Because this is what I do professionally. So now, next question, major question. When it comes to the show on call, my question to you is, and this is a real life scenario, and also on the set. So if you got a call, like whether it's the best call of your life and you're excited, or one of those calls that you don't want to get and stuff like that. How does Eric, the person, handle, adversity and handle challenges so you can remain successful and grow? But also on the show, how do you handle it on the show to make it believable for us? So when we watch it, we're that locked in on the show on call.
Well, I think this, man. I think everything. I think they're tied in a very similar way. I think life teaches you. Um, I think life and experience teaches you reactions and teaches you security. Because listen, the first time something happens to you, you're overwhelmed. Then you realize, oh, I survived it. And a lot of times it wasn't as bad as I thought it. My imagination made it worse than what the actuality and what it was in reality, right? So
Mm,
once you go through that a few times, you learn, you have to realize I'm in a very, as a producer, as a director, I'm in a highly stressful profession if you allow it to be. I've been
mm.
doing this, for 20 something years now as a director. I've had to put out fires. As a producer, I've had to put out fires. So you start going, okay, how did I put out the fire? One thing, like if you're on my set, so when we got to do it, like a huge, complicated, crazy scene, and people are like, right, I keep it real simple. I go, guys, how do you eat a dinosaur? It's one bite at a time. And if you keep approaching things from that point of view, it's like as a gamer, you're like, look, I got to take care of this one first. Well, I got that. Now I'm gonna move here. Now I'm gonna move here. Before you know it, you've pieced together enough of those. You're this far in the game now, right? But if you look at the game, and you might be like, oh man, this one is complicated. This is, like I might not be ready for this. Well, yeah, because you've accomplished this in one game, you've accomplished this. So that's how I approach the work. So one bite at a time. And that's how we approach the work in real life. And that's how we get the cops on the show to depict it one step at a time.
Wow, yo, that is genius way of working, bro. I love that. And obviously your work is evident of how great what your thought process is to get things done. It's one thing to start, but it's how you finish, and you make sure you finish, bro. So I love that. So I got one more question and I gotta wrap it up. This is Hot 97, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta ask you, right? Whether it's the on-call TV show or any shows that you do, but personally, preferably the on-call show. If there's one or maybe two hip hop artists that you feel would be a great fit for this TV show, who would you want to bring on to be able to act on the on-call TV series, bro? Because
I,
I think it'll be insane, bro. Talk to me.
no, I just had this question in the previous interview. And my thing is, who's going to come on and work their ass off? Who wants it? Who's hungry for it? I don't judge things based on, oh, I want to work with this, I want to work with that. I want to work with talent. I want to work with drive. So if there's an artist out there that's just like, listen, man, I know I do this over here, but when I come into this world, I'm going to respect this world. I'm going to learn everything I can from this world. That's that's the person I want to rap. That I want to get down with. So if that's a rapper, if that's a but do I want a rapper or an entertainer or somebody to come on a show just because of their notoriety? No, I'm not that dude. I want that person to come on because of their hunger to tackle that. I do different mediums. Every time I do a medium, I humble myself. When I went from acting to directing, how do I learn about being a director? When I went from directing and then added executive producer, how do I learn about being a good director? When I started writing novels, how do I become the best novelist I can be? So you got to humble yourself. So I want to work with the person that comes in and has that type of mindset. I don't care how popular they are or unpopular they are. If they come in and they show some talent and some drive and some discipline, we can rock.
Yo, that's it. This was epic, dog. I'm telling y'all right now. On call, on call, on call. Watch it now. We got legends in the building that's in this show. You must watch it. On call is crazy. On that note, it's the go to the game, hip hop gamer on your hot 9-7 every day. That's my word. Give it up once again for the legendary Eric Lasalle. I'm gonna catch y'all later. Let's get it. Peace.